Hello everyone! Today we are talking about Gemini Omni, Google's model for video editing. The lazy explanation is that Omni is another text-to-video tool. That misses the point. The more important shift is that Google is trying to turn video editing into a conversation. You give it text, images, audio, or an existing clip, and the model tries to return one coherent video. So the real question is not, can it make a cool clip? It is, what happens when editing reality becomes normal? Here is the announcement in plain English. On May 19th, 2026, at Google I/O, Google introduced Gemini Omni. The first release is Gemini Omni Flash. Google says it is rolling out in the Gemini app, Google Flow, YouTube Shorts Remix, and YouTube Create. In Gemini, Omni is replacing VO as the video model. The first consumer version focuses on short videos, native audio, photo to video edits, multi-turn editing, and AI avatars. But the product name is not the strategy. The strategy is unifying a messy creative stack. Before Omni, a creator might use one model for images, another for video, another for sound, another for cleanup, and another tool for edits. Every handoff creates drift. The face changes, the lighting changes, the object moves, the style breaks. Omni is Google's attempt to make one model reason across those inputs in one workspace. If it works, the bottleneck moves from tool switching to decision quality. The technical claim is world understanding. That phrase can sound vague, so make it concrete. A video model has to track identity across frames. It has to understand motion, reflections, gravity, liquid, camera movement, and cause and effect. It has to preserve what you did not ask to change while changing the one thing you did ask to change. That is why users are noticing video manipulation more than pure generation. Editing an existing clip is where coherence shows up or falls apart. This creates a workflow change for creators and companies. Imagine a training video, product demo, or technical explainer that is 90% right. Today, changing the background, replacing a prop, fixing lighting, or localizing a scene can mean another shoot, another edit pass, or a chain of specialized tools. With Omni, the promise is keep the shot, change the instruction. That can save hours per asset, but the bigger cost of ignoring it is slower iteration. Teams treating media as final pixels will compete with teams treating media as editable state. Now, the risk is not hypothetical. The same thing that helps a creator iterate also weakens casual trust in recorded media. On Reddit, the strongest reaction was not just excitement. It was, if video can be rewritten this easily, what counts as evidence? Google is answering part of that with Synth ID watermarking and verification inside Gemini, Chrome, and Search. It is also restricting speech-changing video edits for now. But safety is not only a watermark, it is a distribution, disclosure, and viewer literacy problem. So do not read this as magic. Read it as a production system with limits. Google DeepMind's own model card says consistency through edits, complex motion, and perfectly accurate text are still challenging. TechCrunch reported that vague prompts can cause over-editing, where the model changes more than the user wanted. Developer APIs are still coming, and Omni Pro has been teased rather than fully released. The impressive demo begins evaluation, not ends it. Here is the operating checklist I would use before trusting Gemini Omni in a serious workflow. First, keep the original media and every prompt because edit history becomes part of provenance. Second, write edit contracts, what must change, what must not change, and what needs human review. Third, check identity, text, motion, and audio separately because different failure modes hide in different places. Fourth, disclose synthetic or edited output clearly, even when a watermark exists. Fifth, do not judge it by one viral clip. Judge repeatability across 10 boring production tasks. The practical takeaway is simple. Gemini Omni matters because it points at a future where media is not rendered once and locked. It is negotiated, revised, and versioned. That can make small teams faster and creative work more accessible. It can also make weak evidence look convincing and make sloppy approvals expensive. So here's the challenge. Take one real asset this week, define 3 exact edits, and measure whether Omni saves time without reducing trust. If that kind of systems-level AI breakdown is useful, subscribe for more.